Hello, hello, hello. Waiting on a few people to come in. Trying to get everything set up, moved around so I can see everything. Oh, there's a big delay. Definitely see there's a big delay. This is my first live. I'm just checking out everything, seeing how things are going, figuring stuff out. I wanted to talk a little bit about my business, the business side of things. So I do love to crochet, but I also have an Etsy shop. And one of the big things with my crochet and like shipping things is making sure that things are sustainable. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. And if you're just lurking, that's fine too. But one of the things that is important to me is making sure that I leave as small of a carbon footprint as possible. And one of the ways that I do that is in my packaging. So I have these for like bigger items. Let me see. I don't want to, they'll all come out if I take them all out, but get one out here. So this is one of the things that I have. And if you look at the bottom of it, sorry, I'm trying to get it where you can read it. Made from plants, not plastic. So this is 100% compostable. So even if somebody throws my packaging away, it will break down. It will not be there in, a year or so. So I have actually, I took one of these because I have a compost pile in my backyard. Well, actually I have 3 because when you compost, it has to go in stages. But I took one of these and put it in my compost when I got them. And it's already broken down for the most part. Sometimes I'll find a little piece that's not broken down yet. But also when you're composting, it's good to cut things up into small pieces. So like I didn't just throw the bag out there, right? I cut it up into pieces, and I mean it composts wonderfully. So it's not going to stick around in a dump or somebody's trash can or whatever. It's not going to end up in the ocean and hurt the fish or the turtles or anything like that. So that's the other thing that I have for packaging are these. And they are also compostable, but these are bubble mailers. So they're a little bit thicker. And they don't have these in a lot of colors, but they do have these in a lot of colors. And I got them on Amazon. I can always put the links in, but I got them from Amazon. So, but these are bubble mailers. And again, they are 100% compostable. So if you open it, right, it has the little bubbles inside there. So you can put it in your home compost. And again, I did one of these when I bought them, cut it up, threw it out there. And like I said, sometimes I'll find a piece that's not composted yet, but it's been nine months since I bought these, and they're almost gone. Almost. Like I said, I'll still find pieces, and because I when I turn the compost and things, you can see the items, but they're not really too terrible. The other thing that I have that I really love is this Earth Hugger tape. So it is biodegradable packing tape. The only thing with this is, and it's not super quick, but if you leave it out because it is biodegradable, right? If you open up a lot of the packages at a time, you don't want to buy a lot of this at a time if you're not shipping a lot, because it'll degrade over time, of course, but you don't want to buy 12 packs of it because it comes in packs of 3, and you don't want to buy 12 packs of it if you're not shipping that quickly. So, and it is a little bit pricey when you think about packing tape in general, but the fact that, oh, it came out of its little holder. I'll fix that. If you think about the fact that I know that my items are not going to stick around and be cluttering up the earth, it's really worth it for me. I don't know about other people, but it is worth it for me. The other thing that I have, my business cards and my like little thank you cards that I put in the packaging. These are made from recycled paper. So again, I just ordered them on Amazon, and they're blank, so I can write whatever I want in there. And then these are the old ones. I don't know if you can. My computer camera is terrible. But if you, this is my old logo, but it is made from recycled paper. So they are, again, sustainable, and they're not going to go anywhere that they wouldn't biodegrade within a decent amount of time. So I'm really happy with those purchases, even though, like I said, when you think about, oh, I can buy bubble mailers or, all of that. The other thing that I have that I haven't really used yet, and I'll have to get it. Let me see. I have it over here. No, is it up here? Sorry. Oh, yeah, it's right here. I haven't had to use this yet because I haven't shipped anything really big, but it is packaging paper. So instead of the plastic bubble wrap, it is, you can't really see it with my camera, it's bubble wrapped paper pretty much. But it is really cushiony, and it's softer than you think it would be, even though it's paper. And it is made from recycled paper as well. So again, trying to be as sustainable as possible and not have not have a huge carbon footprint is super, super important for me anyway. So, anybody have any questions, comments, thoughts? There is a delay, so don't think that I'm not answering your question. I may not see it as fast as you type it, if that makes sense. Just wait a little bit to see if anybody comes up with a question. Oh, hi, Amelia. There you are. Which one's pretty? Oh, the butterfly cards? Yeah, this is my first live, so I'm trying to figure it out as I go. Now I have something stuck on the screen that I can't get out of. Crochet items. So I have, let me get some of them. I put, these are just some of the things that I've put in there, and I keep them in separate bags. This is one of my daughter's art bags, but I keep them kind of separated so that they don't get dust or anything on them. So like I have this cowl, and this is actually a Bag O' Day pattern. And then I have some Nightmare Before Christmas little ornaments, and they come in, like I said, a 3. I have a Jack, a Sally, and a 0. And then I recently made some Christmas ornaments that I put up, and I have those right here. Yeah, like these with the little buttons. It's kind of wrinkled because I put them inside this hat that I made so that they don't all get lost. But I have lots of different ones. And I just made little snow globes. So like this yarn, this white part is sparkly yarn, and then this blue, it's not sparkly, but it's, you know, supposed to be like snow or cold. And they don't have to be Christmas necessarily. They could be winter. And then I made a bunch of hats, but I haven't posted them yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to send them to Rose, for Rose Likes Crochet for wings. Or if I'm, thank you, or if I'm going to sell them. So I have this one, which is actually like a child size. It's actually, no, not this one. This one isn't child size. This one is child size. It actually fits my daughter, and she really, really wants it. So I might just give it to her. And then I have this one that has all my Christmas ornaments in it, which is why I'm holding it like this. Thank you. It is a Melissa. I don't have my book with me. I want to say ham. It's just like an easy crochet beanie. But I've been playing with the stitches because I get bored doing the same stitch over and over again. I don't know about you, but I can't. Or the same color. So I have to change it up a little bit or I get bored. So like it just calls for the same stitch over and over again, and it would make a flat hat like this one. just flat. But like I put the extra color in there. But I did back loop crochet, double crochet, so that it made the ridges, because I just get bored doing the same thing over and over again. And then I just carry my yarn. So if you turn it inside out and you find the seam, you can see where wrong way, where I carried the yarn through. And then I have some other things. I do a lot. I did a lot of kitchen towels, like the regular towels, but then it has just the crochet topper. So I have a lot of those in my shop as well. Haven't sold too many items yet, but I'm working on it. And I just finished this last night. I'm super excited about it. It's a fingerless glove, but I made it bigger at the bottom because my arm is bigger. I'm not a small person, so I made it bigger. And it has, I kept a little V there. I didn't join that together so that it wouldn't squeeze my arm. So I have to weave in my ends, but I'm going to start. I have the rest of the yarn. It kind of fell apart, but I double stranded it and then put the black at the top and the bottom. So then I'm going to do the other one. This was a 6mm hook that I used. But yeah, so I adjusted the pattern a lot. Like I did here, and then I started decreasing so that it got tighter on my hand, because the pattern calls for the same stitch all the way up. And I mean, my arm is big down here, but it's not the same size up here. Like my arm is not the same size as my hand. So I decreased in 3 places. Yeah, because I started out with 28. Then I went to 26, 24, 22 when I got to about my wrist. And it's a little tight on my hand, but this yarn is kind of stretchy. So over time it'll stretch out. But I like it. I made another pair of fingerless gloves. My daughter stole them. Well, she didn't steal them. She asked me if she could have them. And I didn't say no, so she took them. Yeah, so it looks kind of funny because it's like bigger at the bottom, but it fits really, really nice. Like I really am happy with the way that they turned out. And I made sure that I wrote down notes of how I really wish I could get rid of this. I don't know how to get rid of it. I have something on the screen in Restream that's blocking my view, and I cannot see for the life of me. Maybe I'll figure it out at some point. But there's not like an X where I can get out of it. Yeah, this was, do you watch Affordably Crafty? Kim at Affordably Crafty. I really like her channel. One, because she talks about being affordable, right? Which is something that I can appreciate. Everyone can appreciate, I'm sure. But she did a luxury yarn mystery bag, like auction, I guess you could call it an auction. It was basically like she would talk about kind of what was in the bag and then show some of the yarn that was in the bag. And then the first comment that popped up that was like mine, or whatever the keyword was for that bag, cotton one or whatever, you got that bag. And then of course you paid for it and all of that. But they're not necessarily full skeins. Like these were not full when I got them. And then the black, like it came in this netting, right? It definitely wasn't full. It's not a full skein, but there were lots of things that you can mix and match and play with. So I was like, this is just for me. I'll play around with it. I don't care if I have to end up doing more black on the other one because I run out of this turquoise and blue. So I was like, that's fine. I can, because I thought about doing the other one in black and then making the top and the bottom the turquoise color, turquoise and blue. But I don't know. I'll work it up and see how it goes, because this is all of this is just continuous. There are no I can't remember the word. Can't remember the word. Breaks. There are no breaks. So like you start out with the cuff and then you seam it together. Like this is where the seam of the cuff is. And then you flip it to where you don't see that part. And then you start crocheting up. Yeah, because you crochet the cuff, and then you do the single crochet, which you can't see, of the color, and then you seam it together. So you come up and you start crocheting in the round all the way up. So there's just one end. You would only have two ends to weave in if you just did one color, or even if you held multiple strands together, you would only have the start and the ends to weave in. So it's really, I like it because I don't have lots of, oh, I have to do the cuff and then sew it on, and then no, you just keep going. And this is not a Bag O' Day pattern. This is, I can't remember. Let me go get my book. Right. It is very fun. Like I enjoyed this a lot, doing this a lot. I really, really did. But the other ones that I did a video where I talked about those and I showed them. And they're also on my Instagram. I don't know if you have Instagram. But I showed them because they it was a Red Heart soft yarn, and it worked up really, really well. Like with the different colors, because it was like a purple and a green with a blue and then orange, red, and yellow, all in the same skein of yarn. So you wouldn't think that would work up well, but the way that it striped as I was going around, and I also made them with the regular hook size and the number of stitches that the pattern called for. So they were too small for me to begin with, but I was going to put them in my shop just because they were so gorgeous. But she commandeered them. I'm going to get my book. So it is from Amanda Love Santos. And I put, oh, nope. I'll show it at some point. There it is, right there. See, I have something right here, and I can't see the screen. So I'm looking at the tiny screen to see if I'm showing it to you. So, and it says to use a 4-weight yarn and a 5mm hook. So this is a 6mm hook, and the chain is, well, you end up with 24 stitches. So like once you do the cuff, you end up with 24 rows. So you would have 24 stitches to make the stitch the way she does it, to make it even. That way it gives you this pattern. And like I said, it's fine, but it was too small for my arm. The hand fit fine, but it was too small for my arm. So I just made it bigger. And it fits. Trying to see if it's time to start work yet. I start work soon, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to hop off. Not yet, though, for sure. I just don't know. I don't know if you hear that vibrating. My phone keeps bzz, 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 bzz. So it pops up on my computer and then it pops up on my phone. Uh-oh. Did you leave me? It's okay if you did. I won't be upset. I just didn't know if you were there or not. Oh, well, it looks like... Oh, hi, Ambi. You follow Amanda? Oh, Love Santos? Cool. Hello. Amber, right? I know it says Ambi, but your name is Amber. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I do have a meeting in 8 minutes. So I teach virtually, so I definitely don't want to be online when I'm supposed to be at work. So I have a few minutes, though. I don't have to hop off right now. But I was just talking about, I don't know how long or when you started, Amelia. I was talking about my packaging and stuff for my business. And I know you heard some of it. I just don't know how much you heard. So I was just talking about sustainability and how important that is to me. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with. I know that I was listening to a live once and somebody was like, I keep calling her Ambi, but her name is Amber. So I try to remember things like that as I'm a teacher. So it's really important for me to get people's names correct, like what they want to be called. And if their name is said a certain way, I want to say it that way because I want people to say my name correctly. I don't want them to cut it short or anything like that, but that's just me. But I was talking about sustainability and how it was really important. And all of my packaging is like, it's compostable. So like I can take it like this I was talking about. I can take it and I've cut it up and put it in my compost in my backyard because it is home compostable. You can see on this way. Yeah. So it is ready. You just cut it up and throw it in there and it'll be fine. But even if somebody throws it in the trash, right? Because not everybody has compost in their backyard. Not everybody has a backyard. So even if they just throw it in the trash, it's not going to end up in a landfill forever. And then I have the same thing with the bubble mailers. And then all of my business cards. These have my old logo on them. I did my business card, and then on the back, I put the care instructions so that people are less likely to throw it away, right? So they have my card, but then it's also the care instructions. So they're less likely to throw it away, and then they'll remember. Oh, you here? Okay. I wasn't sure. Like, I saw your comments, but I didn't know when you came in. And then these are my like thank you cards that I put my card in. And they're made from recycled paper too. So I try, even if it's just my own little things. Oh, and my tape. This was really cool. I was really afraid that I wasn't going to be able to find any. It's biodegradable tape. So you have to be careful and not not buy a whole lot of it. But oh, good, it fit back in there. Hi, Ladybird. I'm only on for about 5 more minutes because I have to get to work. I have a meeting that starts in 5 minutes. 4 minutes now. But this is, it's biodegradable. So again, it's not going to end up in a landfill. But like I was saying, you don't want to buy a whole bunch of it at once unless you ship a lot, because it comes in a 3-pack. And once you open it, it's biodegradable. So once it's exposed to the air, over time, it'll start to degrade. And it's not quick. Like I've had this for like 9 months and it still works just fine, but I only bought a 3-pack. So, oh, thank you. It's one of the backgrounds on Restream. And it blue's my favorite color. So I was like, oh, that's blue. That's pretty. But I wasn't sure if it was going to bother somebody with the movement. As I, if it bothers people's eyes or something. But pop back out again. I'll fix it later. I don't have time to worry about it right now. And then I showed Amelia my glove that I made. Made it bigger down at the bottom for my arm. And then smaller at the top. So it looks a little funny, but it fits really, really nicely. So like if I put it on, I don't really have to struggle, right? Because my arm is bigger. So I just have to weave in my ends. And then I have to make the other one because I don't have the other one done yet. But I'm super excited and it's so comfy. I didn't schedule it. So I don't have enough followers to do just a straight YouTube live. It told me I needed to wait 24 hours. And I was like, I want to do it now. So I just went through Restream. Oh. Hopefully. Oh, and I am going to do, once I get to 100, I think I'm 7 away. Once I get to 100, I'm going to do a giveaway. And not necessarily yarn, so that it can be like international if I do like a gift card or something. So the people can buy their own stuff. If they want to buy yarn with it, they can buy yarn with it. Oh, that's the initial setup. Oh, well, I know for next time. I thought it was because I didn't have a certain number of followers. But if I schedule it next time, then I'll do it. Yeah, I understand. It's free. I heard about it through Jill Fiberfloozy and Daniel. They were talking about YouTube lives one day, and they were talking about video editing and things like that. So I got, what's it called? OpenShot for my videos, so I can edit. And then it's free too, so I can edit like videos that I recorded. And then I can use Restream. But I will definitely keep that in mind when I decide to schedule one. This was just really impromptu. I was like, I have an hour, so I can just make my first live happen right now. Get it over with. Just bite the bullet and do it, right? Oh, well, I do have to pop off, and I'm sorry. As more people are joining, I have to go. But I do have to get to work. It was lovely of you all to join me. Thank you so much. And maybe I'll see you on one of your lives if you're live, or watch your videos later on today. Right. I just decided to start it, and YouTube was going to make me wait 24 hours. So I was like, Restream won't make me wait. But I will definitely keep that in mind for next time. I definitely appreciate the advice. Well, have a good day, all, and I'll see you, as they say, in the YouTube streets. Bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Yay, thank you, Amelia. Comes with being a teacher, I guess. Doing it virtually. I'm used to talking to a screen. Have a good day.